Alan again. Uh, Later on I'm going to do a small review on the Snow Peak little lantern. As you can see here, it has a little piezo igniter on it with a little glass globe on it. I picked that up at REI for $70 some, which is kind of a little steep, but I wanted to match my little Snow Peak stove. And so far, the little bit that I've tried it out at the house, it puts off plenty of light and it's easy to start. Some people have had bad results of the little piezo igniter not firing right, and what I ended up having to do is just kind of bend the little bar a little bit closer to the little rod right there. You can see I kind of bent it down a little bit and pushed it a little bit closer to the globe, the little, excuse me, not the globe, but the little mantle. And the trick is having just enough propane going to ignite it. If you have too much, it won't fire, or if you don't have it enough, it won't. So later on when it gets darker, I'll show you how I get it going real easy, and it's never let me down yet. So guys, I'll see you later when it gets darker and I'm still out here camping. See you later. Alan again. It's finally now dark out, and I'm going to finish my little review on the Snow Peak lantern. And I'll show you how I fire it up. Basically what I do is I just crack it until I hear just a little bit of hissing, and then I give it a little bit more. And then there she goes. Usually let it warm up just for a few seconds before I go full with it. And then you can basically turn my flashlight off here. You can go real dim with it to conserve, just to give a little bit of a glow. You can even go lower than that. And then let's go full blast with it. Like that. And basically, these weren't really designed to be carried around like a lot of lanterns you see. It's mainly meant to just get going, set it somewhere, just enough light to see what you're doing, setting up camp. And basically, some people prefer the Primus, which is quite a bit cheaper and a little bit bigger. And that one definitely has a carrying handle. They can carry it with. But basically this is to pack light, and it's not really meant to walk around like a lot of campers like doing with, which they should be probably looking at a different lantern. But for somebody that just wants to set it somewhere, illuminate the area, set up camp, or even when you're up in the mountains hiking, it's kind of the same thing. You just light it, let it sit. And the nice thing about the Snow Peak setup is they come in these nice little white containers. They pack light and it protects it. And then same thing with the Snow Peak stove there. A nice little white case there too. And I basically bought these because I'm going to do motorcycle camping. And it packs light. And this time I didn't have a chance to do it because the weather kind of went sour on me, so I ended up camping out of the truck. But I did bring all my gear that I would have taken on the motorcycle to try out and just kind of consolidate and keep it light. And move this over aside, and then basically the same thing I kind of had to do with this Snow Peak stove is bend the little igniter rod, and the same thing, I just basically crack it until I hear it hissing, give it a little bit more, and there she goes. That one goes dim, full blast. I figured since I got Volton here, I'd just do kind of a quick review on the Snow Peak stove here. And then this one, I bought the little windshield that fits on top of it just to help out keep the heat focused on the bottom of the pan. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to a rock next to my tent, and then I'll move the camera and show you how much illumination it puts off in the area to kind of give a ballpark of what this is capable of doing. So just bear with me. Okay, now I'm going to move the camera. Okay, so there's the little lantern. You can see in the background my little Alpine Design Solitude single-man tent that I'll eventually do a review on after I sleep in it a couple nights. But as you can see, it puts off just enough light. A couple different angles here. Just enough. It's not super bright, but it is enough to see what you're doing. And then if you do have to carry it, just basically you can just grab it by the little tank and just carefully walk with it and try not to touch the top of it, because all little gas-powered lanterns and stuff get hot. You probably could rig something, but you just got to be careful where you actually put the little cable or something, so you're not pulling on something that might pop loose or affect the overall structure of it or doing damage to it. Rotate over here to get a little bit different view. You can see it's just enough light to kind of illuminate a little area so you can see what you're doing. So hopefully this little review, if you're thinking about getting this one or if you're looking at another one, this will kind of help decide which way you want to go with it, which lantern style you want to buy. But like I said, I mainly bought it to be small for motorcycle camping, and it matches my little Snow Peak stove. So hopefully that helps out. See you guys later, and I'll have some more reviews later on with my rest of my gear eventually. So take care. Bye.